Welcome to the Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health podcast. I'm Maya Ratla, medical astrologist, astroherbalist, and green witch. I was diagnosed with endometriosis at 19, and I was told I would never have children. I healed my body through the power of herbs, alternative health practitioners, energy healing, and more. At 28, I had the baby they said I would never have, without any interventions. I refused to believe that my body was not able to heal itself. Along this journey, I stumbled across medical astrology, and it resonated with me so much. I started down the path to learning this unique system that had been used for thousands of years in the medical community. I now help other women heal their bodies using their cosmic blueprint, the unique blueprint that every person has embedded in their DNA from the stars. This system helps me see what's going on in your body on a cosmic level and exactly how to help you give your body what it needs to heal itself. We are all uniquely and amazingly designed, and when we learn to work with our design, love ourselves for how we are designed to function, and integrate the cosmos into our lives, I truly believe that we can see true and lasting health brought into our lives. If you are ready to change your life, heal your body, and learn to deeply love who you are, this podcast is for you. Come join me as I discuss medical astrology, astronutrition, astroherbalism, health, wellness, spirituality, transformation, and so much more. I'm so excited you are joining me. Hi everyone, just come in for a quick bonus episode, of the podcast today. Just felt called to tell you some things, and so here we go. The moon moved into Taurus late afternoon yesterday, and you may have felt that energy shift as toward the late afternoon I felt it. I started really being very tired. I wanted to go to bed early, and I just felt, as capitalistic world would tell you, lazy. But I was tired and I was honoring my body. So you know what we did yesterday afternoon? We rested. We watched a lot of movies together as a family, and we just didn't do much else. Hung out together, nourished my body with whatever sounded good, and that was that, right? So let's talk about that, right? Natural cycles. The moon goes through natural cycles. The earth goes through natural cycles. Our bodies go through natural cycles. Especially as women, our bodies go through lots of natural cycles. And we are inextricably linked to the moon cycles. If you have ovaries and a uterus, you feel the moon cycles, phases, and the sign that it is in more so than possibly anybody else, right? So the moon is in Taurus. Taurus is very good at resting. It is a fixed earth sign, and good luck getting Taurus to do things that Taurus doesn't want to do when Taurus is tired or wants to rest. Taurus's favorite activity is to lay on the couch with their favorite blanket, their favorite snacks, get themselves all nice and cozy in a blanket burrito, and watch their favorite shows. That is their idea of a good time. They are homebodies, and you will be hard-pressed to get them out of the home if they don't want to go, right? I mean, hell, I have 2 Taurus kids. I gotta bribe those bitches with food to get anywhere. And trust me, that is the only way to get Taurus out of the house. Bribe them with, hey, we're going and we're gonna get food. And even then, it has to be the right type of food or you still won't get them out of the house. So you should see, I mean, seriously, the shit I have to bribe these kids with to get moving some days. It's rough. Let me tell you that. But I know my kids and I know what works for them, and I use that term bribe loosely. I mean, it's literally feeding them food. It's not a terrible thing. Sometimes we have to leave the house even if we don't want to, and if it's going to make them extra motivated to get out, then hey, we'll stop at wherever to get food. But speaking of that, today the moon is in Taurus. It moved in there late afternoon. It's going to be here all day today, most of tomorrow, and move into Gemini late Sunday, early Monday, when it moves into a full moon as well. So my energy, typically around this time of a full moon, is much more energetic. I have a lot more energy. I'm more energized because that's how my body works. I know a full moon's coming on Monday, and yet I'm feeling tired and exhausted. And that's when I went looking, and I'm like, oh, I should have guessed. The moon moved into Taurus. So, honoring those natural cycles. Our body goes through natural cycles of more activity, resting, more activity, resting, typically every 2.5 days. So if you notice that, like, let's say at the beginning of the week, in this case it was like Monday, Tuesday, you were super productive, you were getting all kinds of like shit done, you were doing your thing, it was, great. And then come like late Wednesday into Thursday and possibly even part of Friday, you're like, can't move, don't want to get out of bed, you're struggling, you don't get anything done at work, you feel like you're running in circles with a chicken with their head cut off, and nothing is working, right? And you get nothing done. And then Friday comes, late Friday especially, and you're like busting shit out again, and you're like, what in the hell is wrong with me? Girl, there's nothing wrong with you, nothing at all. You are following the natural rhythms and cycle of your body, of the moon, of the earth. So fire moons and air moons are the times when we are most productive. Those are fast-moving signs. They infuse our bodies with lots of energy, and when the moon is in one of those signs, we want to go, 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 go. And we get all the shit done. And then in earth and water signs, it's the exact opposite. We want to rest, we're tired, we can't get anything done, we're utterly exhausted, and according to society, we're lazy now because we're not productive in a way that they think that we should be. But you know what kills productivity, kills your soul, kills your body at a young age? Going, and never resting. Not stopping when your body needs that rest. Not resting when your body is demanding it. There's a reason we have these natural cycles of every 2.5 days of needing rest and resting for 2.5 days before going again. Our bodies are cyclical and they are not made to be on all the time. Adrenal burnout is a real thing, and it can lead to all kinds of other issues and even death for some people if it gets too far advanced. So adrenal fatigue is what's going to happen first. It's called HPA axis dysregulation. It starts there and then it just continues spiraling if you don't get it under control, right? And this is where our bodies is just constantly producing adrenaline from being stressed out, and our body becomes desensitized. All of the sensors for it become desensitized to it. So then we have to put out more and more and more for our body to recognize it. Well, what do you think that does to your adrenal glands when they are constantly having to be on? And these glands are made to only be on if there's a fight and flight reaction, like a true one. There is a true danger in front of you that you need to get away from. Deadlines at work are not true danger. They're not going to harm you. Nothing, you're not going to die if you don't get shit done at that deadline. Now, your boss may tell you otherwise, but you know what? Fuck that. And so we live in this world that causes stress on our adrenal glands and burns us out because they constantly want us to be activating that response to get shit done. You can only live in that fight or flight state of constantly having to turn those adrenals on and work hard to get shit done before they just decide that they are done, and then you are done. And then you're going to wind up bedridden. You're going to wind up possibly in the hospital. It's going to be months, possibly a year, before you feel like you are able to actually go back to doing much of anything, much less working at that same level as you could before. So, the whole point of this is that I'm feeling really called to talk about honoring those cycles. Honor the cycle that your body goes through. Yeah, if you don't get as much shit done half of the week as the other, who cares? It all is going to get done eventually. It'll all get done in the time that it's supposed to get done, and it will happen when it's supposed to. Obviously, some things do have deadlines. You know what? Put those on your priority list and do them first. On the days that you have energy. Knock that shit out. Maybe even get ahead because you have that energy, right? So then on the low energy days, you don't have to worry about it as much. You're not struggling to do things that your body is not able to do. Honor those cycles. Live within those cycles. Because listen, if you don't honor those cycles, your body will find a way to make sure you get the rest that your body needs. And trust me, when your body does it, because you haven't done it, it's not going to be fun. You're not going to like it. It's going to be a lot longer than you expected. You're going to be out for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks or more. You might wind up in the hospital. You might wind up with a chronic ailment. Something is going to happen that is going to cause you to have to slow down. When we don't honor those natural cycles, that's what happens. Our body needs that rest, and it will demand that rest, and if you don't listen to it, it will make you take that rest. So, all in all, what are you doing today to honor that rest cycle that your body is asking for right now? What can you do to live by these cycles and honor your body's need for rest, while obviously still getting done the shit that has to get done, right? Finding ways to balance that out with things that we have to do and things that we want to do, but we tell ourselves we need to do it, is very important. A prioritized list of things. I literally make a list for each day of things that I need to get done in my business based on where I am in the moon cycle. And on fire days, I'll put 5-6 things on that list, and I'll get all of that shit done, and then I'll get other shit done on top of it, right? On earth and water moon days, nope, I have 1, maybe 2 things on my list. I build my life, my business, everything around those natural rest periods, and it's working, and I teach my clients to do the same. Cycle syncing your life, especially as a woman, and if you're already having hormonal imbalances, infertility, wacky periods, endometriosis or PCOS, you're struggling with, getting into menopause and everything is wacky, you're struggling with thyroid issues, you're struggling with losing weight, you're holding on to weight too much or more than you would like. These are all signs that your body is struggling and needs a rest and that it's not getting it. And so we really, when we work together, talk about and learn how to use those cycles, right? Live with your cycles, honor those cycles, cycle sync your life, cycle sync your eating, and cycle sync your activities. Do what is best for your body when it is best for your body, and fuck everybody else in their thoughts of how you should be living your life. Because guess what? If they want to go into the grave early from a stress-induced heart attack, let them. You don't have to follow that just because society says we do. You are a productive, wonderful human part of society, whether you're getting 5,000 tasks done a day or you're not. And that's okay. Learning to be okay with that, to rest when needed, and to honor your body cycles, honor the natural cycles of the rhythms of the earth that we all live in and go through, will make the biggest change in your health than pretty much anything else I can tell you. So, hope that helped, resonated with you if that's what you needed to hear. I'm going to go take my own advice now and go rest. I've got a new book that I bought for Black Friday. It was 90% off. I've been wanting it for ages. And it was $2 compared to what it normally is. So I was like, hell yeah. Bought that damn thing for my Kindle, and here we go. I'm going to read it. I'm going to spend today just resting, listening to my body, and practicing what I'm always telling you, right? So enjoy your day. Have a great and wonderful weekend. And get prepared for that new moon on Monday, because it's going to be insane. Full moon. There we go. Full moon on Monday in Gemini, because it's going to be insane, y'all. Full moon in Gemini. Whew. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff. Gemini is a very chatty sign, so expect to feel extra chatty. Wanting to go, be super social, perhaps talk to strangers when you don't normally want to. There's going to be a lot of energy in that. So prepare for Monday when you have all this energy so you can get all the shit done. And in the meantime, listen to the Taurus moon and take a rest. Nourish your body. Taurus is the foodie of the zodiac, y'all. Eat what makes you happy, that comfort food, as well as ensuring that you are eating the foods that are best for your body still. All right. Have a great weekend. We will talk later. Love and light. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health. I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed making it. You can find all relevant links to today's show in the show notes below. If you loved the show today, please subscribe, follow, and leave me a review. I love to hear your thoughts, and it helps me know what is a hit and to make more of that content, especially for you. If you want to learn more about me and how I can help you, head over to atlaastrology.com. There you can sign up for a medical astrology package, download my free Sun Sign in Your Health ebook, read the blog, and so much more. If you want to connect more outside the podcast, follow my Instagram channel @AtlaAstrology or join my Astro Connection community, the link to which you can find in the show notes. Until next time, love and light.